Welcome to episode 3 of our Japan powder trip. In the previous episodes, you saw Logan, Will, and Gus rent an RV in Tokyo and then road trip past Mount Fuji to Hakuba. There we skied the incredible backcountry above Happo-One and marveled at the majestic Japanese Alps. But with no fresh snow, we continued on our hunt, driving 3 hours north to Nagata. In Nagata, we boarded a ferry which shipped us overnight to the powder mecca of Otaru in western Hokkaido. But the snow machine had stalled, so after a summit of Yoshidake overlooking the city, we drove up a more remote peninsula to explore Shakotendake, the snowiest zone on the whole island. Now we find ourselves back in Otaru with more new zones to explore and a monster storm brewing on the horizon.
Stick around to see where we go as we spend 30 days skiing Japan.
In the morning, we arrived at Sapporo Kokusai, another ski area just outside of Otaru and over the ridge from Kuroro. It's not a large ski area, but we heard that the main draw is side country you can access from the top. We started by heading down the downhill course skiers right under the lift, getting our legs warm on some groomers. It was pretty funny to see the groomed run abruptly switch to moguls.
You came puking down this.
No warning.
Turn the corner and get moguls.
There's a lot to ski. Like all that on a POW day. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I kind of like this more than Kuroro. The 3 feet of snow, this would be sick.
This would have been ideal powder skiing terrain, however there wasn't much powder left. We ducked back into the resort early so we wouldn't have to hike out and then skied the rest of the groomer back to the base. After a quick lap to the other side of the resort, we headed back up to the top to go out to the rear gate to see what we could find without touring. The snow was a little sun affected on the southern faces, but the more protected ridges offered some fun skiing. However, the exit was kind of brutal.
Are you pioneering this? Has someone booted down this?
I cannot recommend this area in any capacity to a snowboarder. It took about 20 minutes to traverse back to the base where I discovered my day pass had fallen out of my pocket and I was unable to print another. That ended our Kokusai day and we promptly started our drive towards Sapporo to pick up Kev and the new Cheetos. On the way, Will found an incredible Gyoza restaurant. If you aren't familiar, a Gyoza is a dumpling filled with ground meat served with a dipping sauce and they are absolutely incredible. At Sapporo Gyoza-san, the owner hand makes them each day before opening and cooks them fresh in front of you. These were probably the best we found on our entire trip.
40. Just 46.
It's that hot. They're hot.
The owner was super nice and taught us the Japanese word for delicious. Oishi.
Give me another 20.
After fueling up our bodies, it was time to fill up the RV with gas.
Seen a calorie.
And then we finally acquired our fourth member,
Kev.
Michael.
We saw a 4-liter container of Jim Beam.
Waiting for you.
I don't think I'll survive this van.
Sell a 4-liter.
There's William.
Kev's full Quentin mode too.
Yeah.
We're never gonna be off camera.
Yeah. All right, do something funny. Nuke.
They've been calling me the nuke because all my stuff seems to explode everywhere when we go on ski trips.
Jamata. Alright, let's do an insane clean while the nuke's gone.
The next morning we drove from New Cheetos all the way north to Kiritachi Pass. Still in the dry spell before the big storm, we wanted to try a more coastal zone which may have picked up more recent fresh snow from the marine climate. This would be our first time visiting this area, but we were hoping to find some easy access lappable terrain, and after a 3-hour drive we arrived at the top of the pass where it looked like there was parking. Our goal is to get to the top of the short sub-peak along the ridge, which is only about 1,000 feet. But the wind has picked up and the temperature has dropped. So our transition was very chilly, but the skiing actually looked pretty good. The fall line was a good angle for fun skiing and the approach had been very easy.
Hello. You lap this'll, I say we ski down, follow these tracks, and then cut right.
Cool.
And if we have to put on the skins, we have to put on the skins. But
We hadn't been out very long and we had planned on doing a couple of laps, but the windblown snow wasn't quite worth the frigid temperature and my long transition had frozen my compadres.
How's it going up there, Nick?
And they had important business back at the band.
Yeah, push.
Kev, whatever happened with you and that like crazy doctor?
Dr.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't talk anymore. So we headed back to the RV to search for an onsen.
You mean like right now?
Yeah. 4 people.
I thought
You're not making a comment about me.
No, I actually liked your but yeah.
This zone seemed like it had a lot of cool terrain, and if conditions were good, I could see it being legendary. I certainly plan on returning. We found a very relaxing onsen and then headed into Shibetsu for dinner, where we had our first horse sashimi, which had an interesting taste.
Is the Michinoaki right here? Just drive there. Better have a heated with a working.
I haven't had a heat since we've been here.
what?
Have you?
Yeah.
Where?
This last one was a heat.
I've only taken 2 though.
Yeah.
Both in squat.
Oh boy.
One lap.
Seats down.